And we should be over now.
Oh, shit. I see us.
Oh, snap.
Woo!
All right, with a late start there, my computer decided that, Windows update means that cameras and microphones just can't work, until I update Internet Explorer. That's
Internet Exploder.
it damn near did that to my computer. All right, so we're back with another game of Breaker's Expanse. Does anybody remember where we kind of left off?
We're rolling initiative.
We came back with our.
No, I have no idea.
I was like, I don't believe so. I can find something if you want to fight to the death.
We got rich.
Yeah, we got paid. We bought some shit.
We kind of ended up being rich, I think.
Mm-hmm.
We win.
We did.
You guys had just returned the notes to Aubric, and he had made his promise to pay you out. And we're going to do it in like a few day, jump. And he actually does pay you guys out. He sends the notes over to the local temple, which is a temple of Procan, and they actually decide to pay you out. They don't know if you want to keep your guys' resources there, or did you guys actually want all the gold?
I already spent over half of mine.
They're just wondering, like, do you want us to hold your gold here, or do you want to just carry it all out?
We want to carry our gold. What are you talking about?
This is pocket money.
Yeah, that's right. Carrying around money.
So the temple paid you out, respectively. And upon hearing, because apparently Zindros, the quartermaster of the town, likes to keep her, ear to the ground. She had sent Celti over to, see if you had interested in some of the new wares they had gotten. And I believe you guys had bought some stuff.
Mm-hmm.
I see. Morthos bought a circlet, correct?
Yes, I bought a circlet of fire and shit.
That's
in that order.
That'll work.
Mm-hmm.
Niran, did you get something?
Yeah, I got a bag of ending myself in and a magical hammer.
So a bag of holding and a magical hammer. I don't know if I don't really truly don't remember. Conrad or Raj, did you guys get anything?
No.
Okay. So she didn't have too many wares for everybody, but she did have a nicer selection this time. And she did promise Giovanni, probably the next time she saw him, that she'd have something special for him. But it was very expensive, so she was like, be prepared. And that's actually where we'll take off.
I don't have much to spend my money on, so I guess I'll save up.
Then I'll say we'll start there. You guys are just spending another calm and fun afternoon into the bloop. We'll say you're at the Wicker Goat.
Yeah.
I'd say a lot of the old soldiers and travelers like to go to the Wicker Goat. And Celti actually tracks you down. And she's like, I wanted to talk to you guys.
Okay.
And she's like, my quartermaster, she had gotten word of a job offering. And she's like, she was wondering if you guys would be interested in taking it.
Yes.
She's
I would like to know what it is first.
Yeah. She's like, do you want to hear?
You said work and we said yay.
And she's like, yeah. She's like,
money's involved, right?
Yeah. She's like,
yeah. I don't need to know any more details.
She's like, the local guild masters will pay you out.
I guess the question I have, is it wet work?
She's like, I kinda. She's like, I assume you're gonna get wet because it's on an island.
Yeah, we're talking about different kinds of wet work here.
Oh, she's like, I don't know anything other than that.
Kind where
Mopping?
we make people bleed on us.
No, we generally when someone asks if it's wet work, are we being paid to kill people?
Oh, she's like, I don't know. I don't think
Depending on
so.
the context.
She's like, essentially,
killing people is just a perk if that, so
don't worry, we make all of our jobs wet work.
Sorry, my headphones had cut out for a second there. She's like, there's there's a little island. They call it the Abbey Isle. She's like, oh, well, okay, there might be some wet work involved.
Okay,
I mean,
now we're talking.
If we gotta throw a birthday party for someone, we can still find a way to kill someone too.
We'll get a clown, and that clown will not leave.
I mean, that's how you get them on
I'm
the
willing
cheap.
to go the distance.
That's how you get the cons for cheap.
Yeah, that is true.
Yeah.
100% refunded. She's like, from what I've been told, there's this little abbey or a little island. We call it Abbey Isle. And she's like, yeah, it's been inhabited for a little bit. It's an ugly little island. It's mostly covered in cliffs, but there's a small beach you can get onto this island. And she's like, this island. Okay, there's clerics on this island, and they don't harm other people, but they don't like people intruding on them. And so most people just didn't go to this island. Let them be to their own. And for the last few months, it seems like pirates were attacking them or something. But anyways, long story short, the pirates ran through the island, did pirate stuff, killed all these clerics, and now a local guildmaster presumes that the island's just abandoned now. So they like for somebody to go out there, go through the island, check to see if there's any, like, you know, dangerous things out there, report back, and they want to build a lighthouse out there essentially, but they can't send a crew over until it's been cleared.
Cleric revenge.
Yeah, so they assume the clerics had some base there, so they're like, just make sure they didn't leave any remnants of, you know, the most unholiest of things, like Morthos's background.
Just make sure they didn't leave anything like, and then just stares uncomfortably at Morthos.
She's like, Guildmaster Tabith will have more information. He's at the local guild house, and you guys kind of know how to get there. She's like, I believe he's paying out 2,000 gold per person. So,
My kind of money.
She's like, my guildmaster said that, you know, when you guys have money, she has money. So, she sent me here to inform you guys that there's a chance for
free
money.
work.
Yeah. When your guys' pockets are filled, you usually fill her pockets. It sounds like she wants to keep that moving. Yeah, see, but she's like, I didn't want to speak with you, Giovanni.
Oh,
She's like, I got that special item for you. And she's like,
oh,
I want to show it to you, and then I'll tell you the price.
that's concerning, but also intriguing.
Yeah, she's like, she's like, I have my items that I sell, but, you know, Zindra, she has her main items, and sometimes she'll let me sell her items. She'll take my items to sell whenever she pleases, but sometimes I'm able to sell her items and keep profit. And she's like, she has this item and she can't get anybody to buy it, and I think you would buy it if you had time to save up for it. So she pulls out this little box and she sets it on the table that you guys are at, and she pops it open, and in it you see 3 little cups of what appears to be a paint and a paintbrush.
Oh,
So she's like, this is she's like, I believe they call it marvelous pigments. So she takes the paintbrush and she's like, I'll just show you how it works. She's like, and do understand I'm not the best artist. So she kind of takes these pigments down, stirs it up a little bit with the paintbrush, and she paints a small little circle on the table. And you quickly can kind of see that she's painting like a fake, you know, hole, like the things that, you know, in the stories you would be told about this crazy coyote would be chasing this, roadrunner, and he'd paint a circle and it wouldn't work for him, but the roadrunner could run through it. So you can kind of tell that's what she's doing, and you're perplexed by it. And all of a sudden, after she kind of gets done, it looks really, really good. Like she had almost realistically painted it. She then takes a gold coin, drops it, and it goes through the table.
I want it.
She's like, these paints can create things that you draw. She's like, and now
I need it.
she's like, I do want to let you know.
That was fast.
Oh no.
Because I looked right when it changed.
No.
So
Just hanging out with my friends on the couch.
That's how Joe's getting.
That's the title of that video.
oh man, just living my best life. So she's like, there are some stimulations. She's like, what we have found that if you try to like make gold coins, or she's like, the first thing we try to do is paint a diamond, which it produced a diamond. She's like, but upon like putting pressure to it, we realized it was made out of paste. So we had tried it with a gemstone, and that was made out of clay. She's like, so it seems like if you make things that cost a lot, it just doesn't work.
Can I try something really quick with it?
She's like, sure. She's like, be careful. She's like,
I paint a turtle.
Don't do
The
that.
quickness you say that, I can only imagine you finger painted a turtle.
Oh no.
well, he starts painting, and he's painting like Giovanni paints. But right when his paintbrush leaves, it forms into a much better picture. And
Kill me now.
up arises as a turtle. And it's just,
Is it alive?
yeah.
Can I have him?
Yeah.
Sweet. Does he feel like heavier than a turtle should be, or like
This is like a very small turtle. This isn't some big snapping turtle. This is something you would buy with, a few silver from a fisherman who caught them by mistake.
So you need to paint baby turtles.
Yeah, you if you tried to paint a shark, you would assume that wouldn't work out too well.
Mm-hmm. But does it seem like it's a turtle made out of turtle things or a turtle made out of paint?
It seems like a turtle made out of turtle things.
Huh. Cool.
Mm-hmm.
I'm a hold on to him.
Mm-hmm.
Turtle on the outside and the flip side.
Yeah.
How much is this?
She's like, all right, and she closes the set, and she's like, and from what we can tell, there's usually a 2 to 3 limit per day used on this bad boy. So she's like, well, the asking price on this is 7,000 gold pieces. That's
I'll be back with that later.
I'll throw $1,000 in.
Yeah, I mean,
I need it.
if you'll pay me back, I'll throw. I got like 1,200.
I have 13 or 1,600 right now.
Did you spend golds of your 2,000?
I only spent it on a bag of holding. That's the only thing I bought.
Okay.
Well, we go get this job done. We got enough to get you that paint.
Yeah.
I'll be back.
We're only about halfway there.
she's like, I will keep it in my inventory, so it'll be safe with me, and nobody will sweep in. So
That's fantastic. Let's go.
Oh man, ideal. We go to every bathroom in town, and you paint a star crunch on the ceiling directly above the toilet.
Oh no.
as she's like walking, she stops, she turns back around. She's like, it. The other thing, it has to be of some reality. She's like,
buttholes are real.
Well,
I am one myself. I can verify this.
she's like, it seems that it has to be of the whole being. No pun
The
intended.
whole by itself isn't enough. The-
She's like, if you just painted a bear claw, you might get out like an ornament. Maybe the paints would understand that, but I haven't heard anybody mounting buttholes anywhere. So
Not yet.
We could start up a whole new kind of nightclub in town.
Oh yeah.
You'd start a museum where it's just buttholes pooping into outhouse holes. People could pay to watch that.
It's art, right?
Ooh, yeah, art installations, continual buttholes, and we paint slides underneath.
Holes are.
Shits and ladders. That's it.
Oh,
Did
there
you-
we
You have
go.
Oh,
to
the
finish
one
painting
Byron
them in a
paints, by the
rhythm
way.
so that
It's
when
okay.
it splashes against the water, it makes a song.
Did you guys ever watch the Hannibal TV series?
Yeah.
No.
I watched like 2 seasons of it, and all I could imagine was Giovanni standing like in front of a whole bunch of different like pooping buttholes into random things, and he's like, "This is my design."
I did this. Isn't it wonderful?
Oh, so she's like, I'll. I mean, I question if I should sell this to you now, but I will put it away for you.
It's okay. I'm the one buying it. Don't worry.
Yeah, she's like, yes, that is the only amount of confidence I have in this right now.
Yeah, I couldn't paint a butthole to save my life. I'll leave that to the artist.
The butthole renaissance.
Ooh, you know that that one guard we don't like, the prison guard dude, the jailer.
Ooh.
Sneak into his room at night and just draw a tumor on his forehead.
Oh no.
Jesus.
No.
We're all right. I'm gonna take this one small step further. We're just gonna slowly but surely Cronenberg him over time.
Just, you had nipples. Now you got extra buttholes.
This is my design.
Look at
That's perfect.
this.
Oh man. I just imagine every day you guys just put another butt cheek on him.
Put ears on the bottom of his feet.
Oh man, good times. So she's like, "Oh well," like, and I assume you guys are saying all these ideas. She's like, "Well, you should go see Guildmaster Tabitha. I'm gonna leave now."
Bye.
Turns out
None
this
of
is
this
when
conversation
this is
ever-
how the campaign becomes an evil campaign.
It was always going to go there.
On the acquisition of this item right here.
Oh yeah.
To break
Context on people's faces just went really dark.
to break immersion. This is the first time I've rolled a random item. I was like, well, I have to. There's no way I cannot introduce this into the campaign, no matter how bad it breaks it. Because I've never even heard of these before.
I mean, we're not going
And
to
I'm
use
an
it
actual
in a
painter.
meaningful way.
Is great.
No, we probably won't, but
I was like,
Speak
This
for
item
yourself.
is only for chaos.
the chaos paints.
Who replaced all the doorknobs in town with balls?
The other thing I was thinking was, since this would be used during the butthole renaissance, that there's a cathedral with just angels touching buttholes.
Real fingers, real buttholes.
They don't like it, so they got to do it anyways.
I don't think we should have hired him. I'm like, the Lynchgo guy might have costed more, but
We should have.
This is
should have
costing
had
me
some
more.
supervision on this.
I mean, we got them on a budget.
already painted the
artwork's
whole thing.
exquisite. It's just
Just wait until the town tries to not pay us for something. And we go in the town square and we paint a giant butthole dragon.
its face is butthole.
The butthole
Hey,
knife.
Alex! No, Alex. Fuck, Dustin. I was looking at Alex when I said
The
that.
most terrifying form of extortion imaginable.
A dragon comes out, roars, and then just goes.
All right. Dustin has bought us a banked advantage.
Nice.
Oh, nice.
We are going to become the butthole bandits.
3 a day, apparently.
The dark butthole night.
Because there's a limit to how much we can paint per day.
I mean, we just gotta make it work.
I mean, one butthole dragon is enough to sway anybody's mind, I assume.
Yeah.
I don't know the butthole lore.
Don't worry.
I hope
we're,
so.
Yeah,
We're
look that
writing
up
it.
on dndbeyond.com. Dragon.
Hey, Wizards of the Coast, if we want to paint buttholes with this paint, how many buttholes could we make and how functional are they?
Hold on, hold up.
Uh,
I just looked up butthole dragon on dndbeyond.com for fun.
Oh no.
It before I even finished, it corrected my search to butthole dragons plural.
I'm excited.
It's like, if you don't type that in, you won't get the lore.
You can only encounter this as a swarm.
It knows what we're after. Not just one, many.
Oh, don't image search that though. It's just furry stuff.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, no.
How's... I don't want to know. I don't want to... Identify the butthole dragon. Well, I guess...
Chromatic butthole dragon.
Ah,
A chromatic butthole dragon.
metallic.
You should see a doctor about that.
Yeah.
Just shitting pure acid. It's horrible.
It's terrifying and beautiful,
Why do I
but mostly
exist?
terrifying.
They live in their own pocket dimensions. Really stinky pocket dimensions. So yeah, so Celti rushes out, confused and concerned. And that does leave you guys to going to check out and getting the mission officially from Guildmaster Tappeth. I don't know if you guys are running there now.
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
I mean, we've got a lot of motivation now.
Yeah, you guys have paints to buy.
Absolutely.
Which I will...
Nightmares to induce.
I assume will... Yeah, my nightmares. I assume you guys will do your best to break and destroy everything in your path with these paints. But anyways...
I mean, yeah.
I like how you're like, oh, I mean, that's... I'm already trying to do that. You're just giving me the tool to do it.
I mean, we'll do it one way or the other.
All right. So you guys go over and you go over to the guild hall, and you guys find Guildmaster Tappeth. And I would say the town's kind of heard about this big cash out. Like the temple promised that they wouldn't tell anybody, but one person tells one person. That takes 5 minutes for everybody else to know. So Tappeth is like, oh, I was expecting you guys. I assumed you guys had, re-kitted and would be looking for the next job.
Yeah.
I'm gonna make sure that nobody's competing on this job for us because they will suffer.
He's like, okay. He's like, well, that's good to know, but he's like, I haven't had anybody who's willingly taken the job yet.
Okay.
He's like, you guys have been the big talk of the town, and right now you're really the only adventurers that come in a lot. So he's like, I was kind of waiting on you guys.
Nice. So where do we go? Who do we kill?
And he's like, all right, well, on the Abbey Isle, he's like, it's a small little island. He's like, it's 2 miles long, 1 mile wide. He's like, horrific little island. He's like, trees barely grow on it. Anything that does grow, it's barely green, and it's just not well populated. He's like, there was a small population of evil clerics and their followers that were there. He's like, and also there was pirates in the area. He's like, for some period they were seemingly just avoiding each. I don't know. He's like, we would see pirates in the area, but nothing seemed to ever happen. He's like, but recently, things popped off, and what we were told by a few fishermen and other people still in the areas is that
Off like a butthole in the summer heat.
Yeah. It's like I don't know why that was okay.
He's some hot cheeks on a grill.
He's like, we got word that the two factions had fought and had a very large battle on the island. He's like, so we sent some forces over there, and there was only like a few remnants of pirate ships that we either scared off or took out. He's like, but it did appear to be that there was a few ships that were abandoned from what we could tell, as in those pirates didn't come back to sell those ships. Now he's like there's a small issue we're running into right now. He's like, and we can't spare foot soldiers to handle this situation. He's like, they had gotten to the beach. Most people that pass by call it the Skull Dunes, and we had never known why, but now we do know why. He's like, upon attempting to breach or beach. Our men encountered undead.
Ooh.
And he's like, at first, as they made their way through, he's like, they thought that, all right, evil clerics, there's gonna be a zombie too around. He's like, but as they marched, and he's like, and there, this beach is like a couple 100 feet, so it's a trek.
Would you say that getting through this beach is a real son of a beach?
No, I wouldn't say that. No, I would never.
I don't blame you. It's terrible.
He's like, we started to realize that there is a ton of undead out there. And we also noticed that they seem to all be buried under the sand, which is very weird. And they seem to be docile until you walk by them. He's like, it's seeming like these are landmines, and they were placed there. He's like, yeah, and normal, my normal men are no chance for a horde like that, but some well-skilled adventurers maybe. And he's like, yeah, but a few skeletons took over some of my men, and they exited out. And he's like, so I'm willing to pay any group 2,000 gold pieces per person to land, explore the island, and clear the whole island of any threats or anything that has any bad intentions, so that the guild construct a lighthouse.
Change its ringtone.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
He's like, with this, he's like, the island not only is known for these weird, evil clerics, so people now have to take weird routes around it, or they choose to. He's like, if there's any storms or it's late at night, he's like, this beach, this island is hard to see. He's like, so from time to time we hear stories of ships just wrecking into one of the cliff sides of this island.
Okay.
So we
go to the island, kill everything, loot, report back, money.
Yeah, yes. He's like, it's not. He's like, it's a short sell from here. He's like, but we obviously pay upon us going out there and seeing for ourselves that it's all right out there. He's like, obviously, if there's any people there who are not of bad intent, don't conquer the island if there's somebody out there that we don't know of. So if you find a small tribe of elves out there, please don't murder them. He's like, but if there's minotaurs constantly flexing at you and threatening you with axes, feel free to do what you need to do.
Okay.
Be least disruptive as possible.
Yeah. Yeah, we would like to build a lighthouse there, and obviously we believe that the clerics were the only thing there. So once the clerics are done, it's free game. But if there's something out there living out there, we'd prefer to at least try to work something out first before going out there and punching them.
Makes sense.
He's like, so would you guys be up for this job?
Yeah.
Okay. He's like, I'm happy to hear that. He's like, we will have the payment ready. He's like, and I hate to say it, there's another lighthouse close by. And it's like he's like, it's held down by Major Ursa. He's like, he's gonna have the most information. He's like, I assume there's no extra details, but it may be fitting to go talk to Major Ursa first, and right out from there.
Here, I thought maybe they had a condition we could ask for in advance.
He's like, I would have to talk with the other guild masters, but he's like, I assume it would be a no.
Next time.
Yeah.
We got something that we really want to take with us.
Oh,
We can't afford it just yet. So
he's like, well, he's an Elander, and it speaks well of you, and some of the other guild members do, but not everybody's sure about you guys yet.
we'll prove them yet.
He's like, I hope you do. And so he's like, I will mark you guys down as taking this quest. You guys can head out at any time.
Cool.
Yeah.
Let's make like a tree and get the fuck out of here then.
I said, you guys he marks down your map where the isle is, and it is a short, like, you obviously have to use your ship, but he's like, it's a short sail. You will be there in like 2 hours.
Sold to the highest us bidder.
And that's with going to Major Ursa's lighthouse, and then sailing from there. It'll be within a 2-hour range.
Okay.
All right. You guys heading to your ship?
Yeah.
All right. What is it that you guys named your ship again?
It wasn't the Hot Pocket, was it?
I voted for the Hot Pocket, but I don't
I
think
think
it
it was
was.
the ringtone.
Ah,
Right,
yes,
the
it's the ringtone.
Yeah, you would put my bell on there.
That's fantastic.
You know, the Hot Pocket comes up a lot. The ringtone's coming to change you.
Well, you guys aboard your ringtone.
On our mission to paint buttholes everywhere.
The SS ringtone.
Yeah. The SS ringtone. And you guys get on there, and the crew's, keeping the ship in top shape. And what else? Maybe...
We'd like to stain the whole ship a different color. Can we lighten it up a little bit?
How much bleach can you get for 2,000 gold?
So Miss Serena's there, and she's like, oh. She's like, I heard some interesting news. She's like, one, I heard we have a mission. And she's like, that requires going to that weird spooky island.
Right, that's what you want to call it, sure.
Yeah.
The Isle of Abbey. She's like, all right, well, that'll be an interesting first mission for the crew. She's like, I just want to state, obviously, we will not be going on to the end. She's like,
Yeah, that's fine.
Okay. She's like,
You dock, you land the ship off the island. We take a rowboat up. We murder the shit out of things, and then we rowboat back, and you take us home.
Yeah, you do boat things, and we do hurdy things.
Okay.
Yeah.
She's like, sometimes people believe that, ship decks are crazy pirate types, and she's like, nah. I just wanted to make sure you guys knew that if shit gets bad, we'll have the sails ready, but that's it.
It's fine.
Okay. She's like, also, a gentleman stopped by, and I don't know. He wanted me to give you guys some information.
Describe this gentleman.
She's like, he was
Really a gentleman.
She's like, no, not at all.
Was he one of our gentleman callers?
She's like, I'm new to this town. I don't know who you're.
Okay, that's fine. Continue.
She's like, she's like, she's like, I think he went by, and like she's snapping her fingers, and one of the crewmates was like, Anders. She's like, oh, a young gentleman by Anders had came over, and he seemingly wanted to just tell you guys he had bought in that house. She's like, the haunted house. She's like, he didn't comprehend that I didn't know what he was talking about, but he really wanted me to know.
Our haunted house?
You guys would know the name Anders. He is one of the
big heads.
One of the councilmen. You've only seen him once, but his family owns one of the larger fishing fleets in the area. And the one time you guys have seen him was him okaying you guys to go on a mission, and he seemed really snarky about it, but eventually gave way.
So we didn't have any claim on that house, did we?
I mean, we sort of did, didn't we?
It was it seemed like the council wanted to see what they can do for you. They were like, we don't know who owns the right to this house, so they're like, we're gonna find that out first, and then we'll see if you can buy it or if we can figure out some deal.
Maybe he bought it for us.
She's like, it does not seem that way.
Maybe he will have bought it for us and he just doesn't realize it yet.
She's like, with the way he jaunted onto our ship, yeah, I'd have no problem with that. And she's like, it seems lucky that I didn't punch him in the face. She's like, he had a butler with him. It was just annoying.
He'll get his due later.
Yeah, so she's like, he just wanted you guys to know that. I don't know how that affects you, but he wanted you to know.
Not really. I mean, we got a boat now. That's a house on water.
Yeah,
that's true.
She's like, there's obviously not enough cabins for everybody, but I mean, it sounds like you guys have a tavern. You guys can. She's like, I don't know. It's stupid. I don't know.
If we want that house later, we'll just, threaten to murder his family.
Yeah, I didn't hear that. But
yeah,
right.
You didn't hear that. Yeah.
So she's like, we're ready to, sail ship.
Let's fucking go.
If we want the house later, it may suddenly become haunted by buttholes.
Ooh, we'll just go paint a bunch of butthole ghosts. Why are all these ghosts in brown sheets?
I'm spooky and poopy.
Shit, ghost.
That's when things got real spoopy.
Would it be a
Pink eye.
pooper geist?
Oh.
Yeah.
Oh. Oh man. I should have rolled for that, but I'm glad I did.
Giving us fuel for the night.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
For the year.
All right. Let's go sailing.
Okay, so they get the ship ready to go. It doesn't seem to take too much time, and the crew is starting to seem like they are actually, are a team working together, and they quickly set sail for you guys. And she's like, they mentioned the lighthouse by that area. Are we going there? Or are we going straight to the island?
Straight to the island. There's a beach we got to check out.
Okay. So she sets sail directly to the island. And like I said, it only takes about 2 hours. Tyler, are you muted?
He's probably on a work call.
The slacker.
Sorry, DoorDash fucked up our dinner.
Oh. They overly brought you the buttholes.
Yeah.
And they were cold.
We ordered that
He
last time.
ordered chicken wings and they bought chicken rings.
Tones.
Yeah. The hickory smoked horse buttholes just came out wrong.
Yeah.
Oh, man.
It's like chewing on a
Brown
rubber
Forest
band.
ham.
Oh.
Ew.
He ordered a cupful and they just gave him a side dish of them.
Oh, also, fun fact. hold on. From time to time, cows who are herbivores will like chew on snakes. I don't know. I just want you guys to know that.
Yeah. Fucking deers eat like mice and rabbits and shit.
But like I think they're herbivores. They'll just chew on them though. Like they'll if it's roadkill, they'll just
Snakes are cow gum.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Get in here and clean my teeth.
This is the next 5 flavor.
5
I
gum.
choose to chew 5 snakes.
The rattlesnake numbs my tongue really weird.
Yeah.
But anyways, you guys approach the island, and with the angle that you guys approach it, you guys kind of come across the cliffside. And I would assume you guys are just by Miss Arena as she's pulling up, and she's like, "The beach is the only place that I know of that, unless you guys want to make a daunting climb, is the easiest way to access this island."
About that beach.
Yeah, and she's like, I think a lot of those cliffs are 60 to 100 foot high. Unless you climb often, I wouldn't try that. So she's like, I'll set up close to the beach, and you guys can row on over.
Sure.
All right.
That.
So you guys get on your guys' rowboat, and set off. And once again, you guys are not too far away. So you guys get to the beach, and this beach there's a lot of dunes, and it seems very unsettled. And it from what you guys saw as you guys were heading around the island, there's not a lot of vegetation, and specifically on this beach, you don't see any for a long far way off. So the first thing I do need to know is, who is leading the charge? Is there somebody who's going to be?
Tyler. Definitely Tyler.
Definitely Tyler. I'll probably be in second.
It's always me. I said yeah. Sorry, I'm still fucking muted.
Okay. So you guys start making your way through the beach, and not too much is happening, but I would say after about 200 feet, you guys are making an approach, and Raj is stepping, and he kind of steps still for a second, kind of holds the party, and you guys can see 2 things. One, you guys can see there appears to be like what appears to be like some loose footprints. You would assume it's been whoever last came across the beach, but you would also assume was the pirates. And another thing you see is there is a area of sand that seems to have a skeleton sticking out of it, and the skeleton's slightly moving, but has not noticed you guys yet.
So does it look like the pirates made it all the way through here?
You have come across a few tracks, but you would have to do some form of percepting to follow these tracks. They weren't made on purpose.
Oh, we gotta
Do
clear this
survival
beach
to
off.
follow that? Can I
Go ahead.
use survival to track the tracks?
What does survival fall under?
It's a wisdom-based skill.
I would allow that.
Well, I was doing a perception.
Oh, I need to actually be at the game wrong.
I got a 23 on a perception. I
Okay.
can do a survival as well, though.
Okay. So I'll take perception or survival, and we'll stick with Giovanni. Oh, wow.
19 on the survival, so.
Okay. So I would say you guys are both kind of taking lead now, and you guys are both able to pick up the tracks, and you can kind of see that they have closely wormed around certain areas, and you're starting to see that there is a path that they have taken. So you guys are going to jump along this path, or are you going to be just shedding through?
Well, what do y'all want to do? I mean, we're paid to clear all the threats out. Do we want to take some time and spring all these skeleton traps and bust the shit out of them?
I mean, we could
Yeah,
deal with
does
this
that
and then
seem
follow.
like something that's a feasible task to undertake the way that we're outfitted? Like, I guess I don't understand the scale of how many skeletons there are.
Well, what you have been told is that they were laid strategically here, and this is a very large beach. Like I said, there. Yeah, let me just pull up and I can look at the dimensions. I want to say that it is over 1,000 feet. You guys are gonna have to trek, presumably. So if there's bodies throughout, there are tons of undead. You would assume.
Muted, Jake.
If we were,
Oh, you're there, Jake.
If something's animating them, maybe we find out what that is.
Take that out. All right.
I'm no magician, but I would have figured that that's how it works.
I mean, there's logic to that. Yeah.
that, or if we can't figure that out, I mean, we've got clerics that can cast AoE undead damaging spells that they could just sweep.
We do?
That would take forever, though.
That's you, Dan.
It's not me.
One day at a time.
I what now?
Well, we could just, I don't know. We got options. Let's check out the island. Let's go with Conrad's idea. And then we can come back to the beach.
Yeah.
So, are you guys gonna sit on this path?
Yeah.
I mean, I could prepare some different spells on another day, but that's still not going to be very effective.
Yeah, I think for right now, we just want to follow the path of people that looks like have made it through.
Okay, we'll go with that plan. And I will take it that Giovanni and Conrad are both taking lead right now. So you guys are both using your wisdom checks to see through and track this trail. So how this is going to work is that we're going to just do a couple checks just to make sure you're able to continue tracking them.
Nope, sure.
Oh no, Tyler's dead.
I mean, sometimes you got it dead. What's I getting ready to say? We're gonna do a couple rounds, and how this works is you guys will do a perception check or wisdom check of some sort, and that'll decide if you're still on the track. And then if you're not, we'll handle it from there. So we'll do the first round. So if I can get that survival check and that perception check.
Okay. So Jake doing survival.
Yep.
I've got a 14.
Okay. I'll say, Giovanni, you're just barely, and like I said, these dunes are weird. There's a weird wind that's kind of blowing over some of these tracks. This is probably the hardest tracks you've ever been attempted to keep of, but you are just barely able to keep a hold of them. And with Conrad's aiding of tracking animals and people before, he can almost guess where the next footstep is going to be. So he greatly increases your check. Are we losing people?
I don't know. I guess.
Mm-hmm. Well, if we need them, we'll need them. So you guys are able to make it. I need to do some scrolling on my side. Beep. There we go. And so you guys are able to travel a good amount of distance. You guys feel like you're able to make it, 400 to 500 feet along. And this isn't just a straight way. These tracks, you have to turn right, turn around, go up a dune, down a dune, make tight lefts or right. So 100 feet is a good amount of distance, but it's not just straight through. So let's go ahead and make another check. Or roll, I should say.
Oh, jeez.
21. We have a banked advantage.
Do you want to use that?
I'm going to use it. It's just to get off of that crit fail. All right.
We'll go with that. So you guys are moving around. And you sadly, pirates are not always the most rational people. So for a little bit, you kind of lose track of how they're moving around. Did Tyler just say something? Yeah, okay. You guys kind of lose your way of. You kind of lose the way they're going, but Giovanni is able to expertly keep track of their footing and their print, so he's able to keep along the path with you. So you guys are able to still stay on the track.
Teamwork.
Mm-hmm. All right, let's make another set of rolls.
Give me just a second. I'm gonna hit the restroom.
15.
Nice.
23.
Nice. And I say, once again, Giovanni, you're able to sit on these tracks. You're almost feeling like you're starting to key on one or two people on this path. And Conrad, you're almost looking 100 feet away, knowing which ways they're going to turn now. You're kind of starting to key on how they were making their choices. So you guys are still able to keep on to the path. Now, as you guys are going about 200 feet on this path, this trackway, you guys do walk by, and as you guys are passing, you are starting to see the remnants of what appears to be soldiers or pirates. And these are fresh kills, I guess you could say. So, you see a buzzard in the air every once in a while. You get the slight whiff, but usually you're far enough away that you can't really smell it.
So it looks like they didn't make it through completely unscathed.
Yeah.
But the traps that they did spring aren't there anymore.
Yeah, it seems that these pirates must have, you assume that this was multiple ships of pirates. It seems like you were told, so they probably stuck into their own groups, and you're following the track of the group that's gotten at least the farthest.
It's exciting. Sorry, I'm back.
No problem.
Fucking. I'm never ordering from DoorDash again.
What?
At least not for a couple of days.
Sir, are you sure you didn't order a half-drunk drink? Are you sure? That's what I see.
I thought you asked me to spit in it.
I wouldn't write that in the comments. I don't understand. Just trying to provide customer service, but whatever. But as I was saying, you guys are traveling along, and you've seen the remnants of many disgusting, horrific scenes. But you have done a good job of avoiding any would-be skeletons. There's been a few times where Giovanni's intent in tracking, but Conrad is, also very aware, and one or the other will, spot out a skeleton that maybe has moved since this trail has been made. And you guys are able to kind of swing around them. But after a few feet, we'll say Giovanni. Giovanni, you kind of stop, and you can kind of see what appears to be, about 50 to 70 feet away. You see what you presume to be like a skeleton, like moving around. And you guys have kind of gotten the gist. As long as you don't make any sound, throw anything at it, they usually won't get too close to you. They don't really sense you. So
Is this one that's like not buried? It's one above the ground?
it seems like it's halfway in the ground, and it's just kind of moving around.
Okay.
So I assume you just decide to pass by it.
Yep.
Okay. I'll wait for Nerian to get back here.
Sorry.
No problem. So
Oh, damn.
it's
just not quite big enough.
I can't.
What she said.
Right.
I can't say anything. I have a bare wall right now until I move my stuff a little bit more. You see this zombie, and so you're like, we'll just, we'll pass by. I assume Conrad just looks like, meh, and continues moving on. And then that's when you hear it. You hear a weak, or not even weak, but not the most loudest yell, but you hear a yell for help. And you realize it's from the direction of that zombie.
Ooh.
Does it sound like a piratey arg help? Or more like
I would,
Blimey, me peg leg
Oh,
be stuck
chicken.
between these rocks.
yeah. Arr.
Arr, I be pinned.
Sponge babe. You don't hear that.
It's got me by the ring hole.
Resistance.
It's got my ringtone, Sonny.
It's got my
porthole.
pig tone.
Ooh, that's something else. Episode is sponsored by Bad Dragon.
It's prosthetic.
You can kind of tell. It seems like I just haven't asked what your guys' all your ages are, but this sounds like a decently, a young adult, a man who would be on his own, but not a man who's been around the world. Yeah, but you kind of hear that it's kind of sheepish, his voice is kind of breaking, but you do hear a concerted help.
And you said there's a zombie moving around in that direction?
I'll see if Giovanni or somebody wants to. Actually, yeah, if anybody wants to make a perception check to get a better look or kind of.
I'll roll that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I have to wait for it to tell me.
Ooh.
4, because these dice are hard to read. Who the fuck knew that meat dice by D&D Beyond would be hard to read?
Yeah, that is true. Yeah, Nerian, Conrad, and Giovanni all are able to see this. No, wait. Is it just Nerian who rolled?
I got 25.
I got a 20.
Okay.
I'm gonna see if it rolls again. There you go.
For some reason, it's just showing me all of them like a minute ago, and I was like, all right.
Wait, that's persuasion.
That's
So
weird.
perception should have been 25.
Oh my god, you got a nat 20 on it.
Yeah.
Nice. Most of you guys are able to see that what you thought was the zombie seems to be a young man, and he appears. He's kind of looking toward you guys, but you can kind of tell he's covered himself. He's on top of a dune a little bit, but he's kind of covered himself and sucked himself in the sand. The only thing you can see on him is that he appears to have a potion in his hands.
How far away?
50 to 70 feet.
Let's get a couple ropes tied together. And mage hand's only 30 feet. Never mind.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, we could still.
Just tie him to my
do
belt.
that.
I'll go run after him.
I could Eldritch Blast him from here.
Drink that potion and then
Pull
bam.
them 10 feet at a time.
Yeah. Put the potion.
Oh, I can't move people with this Morthos.
Oh.
Put the potion in the rope and then we'll come get you. But yeah, he's weakly yelling help, and like he even raises his voice a little bit more because he's not sure what you guys are doing. And you can kind of see the sand around him starts to kind of quake and move, and he kind of quickly stops yelling as hard as he was.
I mean,
He's in a trap.
This seems like a trap to me. So
Let's go spring it.
I mean, do you want to insight it?
Sure.
I was saying, I believe most of you guys have gotten a good eye on him, and also you can just tell from the inflection of his voice.
Boom.
17.
also 17.
Nice.
25.
Jesus Christ!
Oh my god!
2 nat 20s in a row. And then
You're
I'm
like,
going to roll ones
Put your
forever.
goggles on here. you know.
Yeah.
So yeah, most of you guys are able to quickly tell that he is just purely panicked. There's no thought of a larger plan here.
Okay.
Let's go get him.
Let's maybe like spread it out a little bit.
Oh, and I will confirm that he appears to be in what you would presume is like a pirate's getup. Like he seems to not be a soldier that was sent out here.
He seems concerned with the ground around him shifting, so
Mhm.
maybe we just got to be careful about the ground around him.
Oh no, I was just making sure you guys know. You are pretty sure that he is a pirate. I didn't.
You're pretty sure he's our first new employee.
Yeah, I
There
mean,
you go.
Tyler thinks he's a pirate, so
I am a pirate. Shut up.
sorry.
And a damn fine one I'm.
Just because you can't see my face doesn't mean I can't still hear you.
My mom was a pirate.
I tried.
So what's the
Alright.
plan, guys?
Tyler's running out there.
I'm gonna run out there. I seriously tie a couple of ropes to my belt. I'll go run out there and bear hug him.
Okay.
Yeah.
So you go just sprinting out there. How fast are you?
30 feet, I think.
Okay. So this.
Yeah, 30. 30 walking, so I could get there. And
Well, some of this is difficult terrain, so I will say
okay.
it does take you. It does take you about 20 seconds to get out there. So you get out there, and like as you're running, there are little small periods where you can tell like the ground moves a little bit, a few feet off of you, but you keep pace, and you're able to make it to him. And like the minute you get to him, he starts crying. And he's just, thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you.
does he got like something covering his face, or what? Like, is he tied up?
Oh no, he has just been laying there. In
He's
the
just been
sun.
laying here.
Yeah, he is essentially, from what you can tell, you don't know if he had food on him, but he's slowly been healing himself with a healing potion for the last couple days, and that is what's keeping him alive.
What you got?
Mm-hmm.
Creative.
So,
Hold on 1 second. I'll be right back.
oh no. So Raj just run out there, and you have put a rope on him. You put 2 ropes on him.
Couple ropes on him, yeah.
Okay. So yeah, as Roger gets to him, this man's just pleading, thank you, thank you, thank you. Oh my God, thank you, thank you. I've been out here for a few days, and he is just unconsolable. I don't know how long Roger's
What
gonna
are
take.
you doing?
Does he look like the soldiers that were sent out?
No, like I said, I think you guys can tell from there's only 3 people you guys can, with the knowledge that consume that are out here, either cultists or clerics, soldiers with the guild, or pirates. He's not in armor. He doesn't have any fine weaponry. He's not in preach robes, and he's in ragged clothing with a bandana on.
Okay.
And he does
Pirate.
He does have a sword on him, but he has not made any move for it. And he seems to not be in the condition to swing it if he did attempt to draw it.
I'll help him up.
You help him up, and he is like he's barely standing. Like you get close to him, you can kind of see that he has dried blood on him. He doesn't appear to have any gashes or wounds on him, but as you look around the area, you can see that there are other people who seem to be pirates too, who did not make it.
I got a spare healing potion. I'll hand it to him. Try and help him out of here.
Oh, he will down that. But yeah, he'll down that. I'll nope that. Yeah, he'll down that, but he's breathing heavy. He has an 8, or he's saying that he's gassed. He's like, I can't make a run for it.
I imagine I probably got some hardtack in a water canteen or something.
What's he doing here, anyways?
I'll hand it to him and ask him how he ended up out here.
He's like, and he kind of begrudgingly, he seems like he doesn't want to talk about this. He was like, I may have been on a ship with people who do things that they're not supposed to do, and this is the first time I was on this ship. They were coming out here with a few other ships who don't do good things.
Mm-hmm.
And they had been told apparently these ships who did not good things all the time.
Look, we know that they were pirate ships. You don't have to.
He's
You
alright.
may or may not be on an island. Well, on an island right now. People who don't always do good things.
Yeah.
preaching to the choir here, man. What's your niche? He's like, from what I could gather, what I was told was that the pirates used to bring stuff that they had stolen here, and since some people still recognize these cultists as just being, priests, or they would put on the act, they could sell those things, and then they would split the profit with the pirates. He's like, apparently they had been taking. They had assumed that they were selling stuff and not giving them the accurate, amount back. And he's like, and they had made the plan that they were going to storm this place and get the gold that they rightly deserved. And he's like, they also seemed to believe that there was treasure here more than just what they were bringing. He's like, I don't know what they thought that treasure was, but he's like, we didn't know about this, so we had breached the sands and we had pushed on, and a few of the men that were by me got attacked. He's like, there's another amount of men that was with us, and they just left us. They didn't fight for us. They didn't take up their swords for us. They ran like cowards, and I couldn't run, but I could still be a coward, so I hid. So he's like, I don't know if anybody made it all the way out there. He's like, I assumed. He's like, I saw other groups, and they weren't going to make the trek over to me like you have. So it's like, I believe they did. He's like, I don't know anything past that, though.
I mean, who came after you? Why did you run?
What did they?
I think he's saying that this was a group of your fellow unfriendly people.
Your wealth redistributing company.
Yeah. Oh, he's like once again, this is the first time I've ever been on a pirate ship. He's like,
Yeah.
Well, he is a young man, so you would assume that might be the truth. But he's like, I don't know anything about the business prior to that. He's like, I just know that they were upset that they weren't getting the gold they should have been getting.
But so like the group right here where you are on the beach, there was a group of you. It looks like you, the cultists got the better of you.
He's like, we never saw the cultists. We haven't. It was just these zombie things.
Oh, the zombies fucked you up before you could even get to the cultists.
He's like, my group stumbled upon some zombies, and he's like, the other half of the group left us and ran back to their ship. He's like, the other half died, and I'm the only one that was able to hide because I had a health potion on me.
How you cut one of your friends open like a tauntaun and hidden his body?
He's like, I couldn't get to him if I wanted to.
Because I'm eating.
He's like, it was a thought, but I can't get to their bodies.
I think that was for the cold, not for hiding.
Doesn't that how you hide yourself from alien creatures that are hunting for blood?
I mean, but the true question is, would he be hidden though? By 5th edition rules, he would be hidden.
Totally,
I think
would not have gotten him.
I think that counts as full cover.
So yeah, he's like, I don't know what happened past here, but I saw the murder that happened here.
Well,
what should we do with him? Do we believe
Get him
his
out?
story? Oh,
Yeah.
I'll insight him real quick. Just
Go for it.
he seems fairly trustworthy.
And I am still saying that.
He's super trustworthy.
Yeah, I was like, and he's still saying that he does not believe he can run. He's like, I can't. I won't make it.
Did we leave our rowboat at the shore?
yeah, I mean, we're not letting him take it.
I would assume so.
Well, we'll just tie him up and throw him in the rowboat.
Wait, what? Are you guys gonna trek all your way back?
Oh, is that a way back?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. He'd probably die in that anyways if we tied him up.
Yeah, you would presumably have traveled about 1,000 feet, curving around through the
jeez.
dunes at this point.
Okay. I didn't realize we'd gone that far.
Mhm.
What should we do with him
Yeah,
then?
he's like, if you get me to the group, I won't fight. I won't bother you guys.
No, buddy. We got something in plan or in store for you. You've got a new employer.
I imagine you're yelling this at him.
Oh, yeah, I'm way over there like, you fucking work for us now.
Bud.
Like, and
I mean,
he's just whimpering. He's like, I don't care. I just want to live. I just want to live.
you'll do that.
So, Raj,
Sweet
how
demon.
are you getting him out of here?
I'll shoulder carry him. If he can at least limp.
So, are you gonna do like the arm around the shoulder, kind of?
Yeah.
Okay. Make a strength check for me. We'll go with that, or athletic check.
7.
Make an athletics check with me. I want to see him athletics. So.
15.
That's what I thought. So they start making their way, and you guys can quickly tell that he's not moving at the same speed, obviously, that he was. They're making good speed, but once again, some of these spots of sand are starting to tremble up, and where it was just they were shimmering, some of the skeletons are at least trying to make swipes at them before they kind of turn off. I don't know if you guys who are still on the path want to do anything.
I'm just keeping the slack on the rope short.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I'm just keeping watch.
I've got some good cantrips to get rid of dead things. You know,
We
Sacred
got
Flame.
heat coming at us.
I'll throw some darts at anything that pops up enough for me to make contact with.
Okay, nothing's popped up.
Ooh. I don't know that it'd be a great help, but I could always cast a fog cloud if we wanted to break from the sun.
That would work. He might actually need that, and he's probably got some severe heat stroke right now. So they continue on to run through, and once again, they're still making good speed for one dude almost being dead. And they get about 10 feet away from you guys, and this guy just takes a tumble. Like his body just gives out, and he falls like 5 feet away from Raj. And you can just see what appears to be 2 to 3 bodies or masses in the sand just quickly start moving, and he's able to backpedal and kick back towards you guys. But you guys see what appears to be 5 skeletons who have locked onto you guys. Let's roll some initiative.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
I got a 700.
Nice. You might go first.
Where's my initiative? Oh, I got an 18. Oh no. Giovanni got higher.
$17. And where is Skulltooth? Oh. Boop. All right. And these skeletons, they get out of the sand, and it's almost like they haven't moved a little bit for a second, but they have like an on switch that kicks in and they quickly start to huddle toward you guys. They really lock in on you. But the first
How many?
I believe. Actually, I think I misspoke. There's 5 of them.
Okay.
But the first to go is Giovanni.
My turn.
Mhm.
You said? Okay. You said there's 5, right? Whatever one is closest to the guy, I'm gonna run up and try and like put myself in between, and hopefully draw some fire.
I'll say, and there's like 20 feet that you guys are pretty sure is completely clear, and they have entered that 20 feet. So you're just running up to one?
Yep, I'm gonna run up and try and just position myself so they'd have to go through me to hit him.
I see. You'd be able to get up towards one and actually like touch it. Are you gonna make an attack?
Yep,
Go for it.
I'll do that. I'm gonna make 2 attacks as unarmed. Use agile parry to buff my AC, and then see how hard they hit. Yeah. So let's do a 17 to hit and a 24 to hit.
Both hit.
Sweet. A 7 and a 5 damage.
You hit this zombie. And were these unarmed?
Yeah, they were.
Okay. So you kick and punch this first skeleton, and you're just knocking large fragments. Like you knock a piece of rib off, you hit a piece of the skull, frontal skull off, and this thing almost looks like it's about to fall over, but it's still up. But it's quickly on its last limb. You've cracked multiple bones and sent fragments into the air.
Sweet.
Right.
Okay.
Anything else you do?
Nope. I'm just gonna maintain agile parry. So my AC is 17.
All right. Morthos.
I am going to bust out my new circlet and cast Scorching Ray.
Ooh.
Free real estate.
Yeah, free real estate.
Mm-hmm.
All right. So all of these attack rolls, the modifier's not writing beyond, so subtract 1 from everything. I'm going to go and roll out my 3 attacks, and I'll just start laying them on the closest skeleton and move to the next one if it goes down. So first hit is a 24. Second is a 14. Third is an 8.
Last one doesn't hit.
All right. So first one takes 5 damage.
And are you aiming at the one he first hit?
Yeah.
That kills it.
Nice. Then I'll put my second hit on the next closest one.
And how much damage was that?
And that is going to be 10 damage.
10 damage. It's still up.
All right.
All right. That was just 3 attacks, right?
Yep, that was everything. I'm going to stay back where I am on the path because I can hit from a distance.
Good decision. All
Yeah.
right. Now that does bring it to one of the skeletons' turns. Wait, why did it do that? Sorry, it didn't roll the initiative correctly. But it is one of the skeleton's turns. It's actually the one that you hit, Giovanni. And it mumbles closer towards you. And you can see that it actually has a small short sword on it that it draws. And it was barely just plunged in through some cloth that it's able to draw it from. But it makes a swing at you. And I'm gonna go ahead and say that the 12 doesn't hit your 17 AC?
17 by default, but it's a 19 right now.
Oh, 19 right now. Yeah. That 11 I just rolled is not gonna hit you. It swings a short sword and easily misses you. All right. And
Sweet.
One other skeleton will actually run up towards you also.
As long as they're not going after him.
True. That is a good point. And it actually does hit you.
Okay.
That's lucky as fuck. And
Ow.
it does 4 damage to you.
You want these?
Ow.
Tyler, we don't want those.
Okay. I was talking
Thanks
to
for the
Sam.
offer, though.
I didn't realize it wasn't muted. And you don't want a half-eaten mozzarella stick?
Nah.
Well, if it's a mozzarella stick.
That's a different argument altogether.
Yeah.
I'm
You say
interested.
half eaten, does it still like have the cheese in it, or did you like pull it all out?
Like a third of the
Take
cheese
good
left.
part out
No.
and leave the bread
He,
behind.
he just eats the fried crust around it, so it's just the cheese.
Just the bread and leaves the cheese.
Yeah, just poke a hole in it and just eat the cheese out. You can have the crust.
Pretty sure if you do that, you should be exercised.
I mean, yeah, I do need exercise after eating that much cheese.
I assume you do it like you're like shotgunning a beer, like you punch a hole in the both ends and just
Oh,
and the cheese just slithers out.
oh man. Oh, now that I have that horrible picture in my mind, it is Conrad's turn.
Oh boy.
Oh baby.
Skeletons are all around Tyler, right?
Giovanni.
Okay. Well, in that case, I'm going to pull on the rope that I got as hard as I can.
Is it on Raj or the other guy?
Yeah, it's on Raj.
It's on me. I kept it like tucked in my belt.
He's only 10 feet.
Oh, you got it tucked? Ah, jeez. I thought it was tied.
Well, okay. It's tied in.
I would assume you guys would tie it on him.
Yeah.
But he doesn't have the other guy because the other guy fell. So
Well, the other guy is just going to get fucked on by skeletons. So.
So are you pulling school too?
Oh, yeah.
So Giovanni quickly runs in, starts. I wonder if. Yeah, no. So Giovanni runs in, throws a few quick haymakers, just Emporia in the house. And then Mortheus actually kills one of the skeletons. And then Conrad pulls Coldtooth to safety with a quick yank. I would assume that Coldtooth kind of stumbled too, and you quickly kind of help him rebound.
Wait, but my pirate friend.
Actually. He would actually just pull you towards where that guy is, honestly.
Oh, that's right, because the friend, he got a couple of steps.
Yeah, he's backpedaling right now. So yeah, he actually just pulls you closer to that guy. So that's actually probably helpful. So, anything else you do, Conrad?
Suppose after that I'll drop the rope and draw my sword. No, my short bow.
Nice. All right. That brings it to Nerian.
None of these guys are grouped up very much, are they?
There's 2 that are in front of Giovanni. That is true. One that is slightly hurt. The other 2 are just kind of close by, but they've.
I might go for the 2 by Giovanni. And I'll do Word of Radiance. It's just a cantrip. So they'll make a con save of 15. And they'll take 1 point of damage, or they'll take nothing.
Well, I mean,
It's radiant damage at least.
one of them.
Just gets obliterated, right?
I mean, that does suck because, one of them is at full health.
And he got obliterated by it, right?
He didn't get obliterated.
No?
The other one does fall apart because it only had 1 HP left.
Success.
And so 1 damage to that guy. That boy's dead.
Put us at 3 left.
That leaves 3 left.
Cool.
1 damage to that guy, which kills him. There we go. Anything else you do, Nerian?
No.
You sound so upset. All right.
You know, I don't get multiple actions really, so.
You'll get there. You'll get there. 2 more skeletons run up to Giovanni, though. Which only brings it to a total of 3 right in front of them, but they're going to take swipes.
Hey, I'm right there with you.
Oh, did you go up there?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Shouldn't have said anything, because 1 just critted on you.
That's fine. He can give me
Everything's fine.
He can give me a dex save of 15.
Oh. He does not pass that.
All right. I'll still take his damage, but he'll take mine too.
Okay. He does. He does 10 piercing damage.
He takes 9 thunder damage.
Oh, damn. Shit. All right. He is hurt bad. But the other one that swung at you, Giovanni, and once again just completely misses. And you're able to easily deflect it with your quarterstaff. It's slice. And that brings it to Skulltooth.
Awesome.
Hey, I finally get to go.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm kind of up near Cookie, Conrad.
Yeah, you're a little bit closer to them. You do have a guy who is crying, backpedaling away from these skeletons at your feet.
Yeah, he's not hurt, right? I mean, not anymore hurt.
Yeah, he's not additionally hurt from the moment you met him. Yes.
All right. Well, it's not saying much.
Yeah. He does have a potion in him, though, so he's not 100% on the verge of death, but he only has a potion in him.
Which thanks for reminding me to remove one of my potions.
Yeah. Better have.
Yeah, that 4 healing could really make a difference later on. I'm gonna draw my crossbow and stay at range and pirate plunk one of these skeletons.
Is that a new attack you learned?
It's a new attack.
You digivolve?
22 to hit.
That does hit.
8 damage.
All right. Was there one you're trying to eye out specifically, or?
The one that just took a bunch of damage from Dan looks like he's scrambling back already.
You killed that one.
You've become Pirate Mon.
I really tried to evolve 2 extra sets of arms so that I could get a second crossbow attack, but it
Like
didn't
Giga
work.
Pirate Mon.
It didn't work. So
Is that an actual Digimon?
I mean, it probably is.
I'm not sure I want to know.
If you really want to know the answer, make sure you turn off safe search.
I've not even no.
Anything's in Digimon with safe search off.
There seems to be one in this Rule 34 website. Oh, god damn it. I think
make mistakes.
No.
There's Hookmon.
I think but me being a child, it's like, oh, there's Captain Hookmon. Is a seaman Digimon. I was like, Seaman, yeah.
Oh no. No.
Seafaring.
We could have used him last year, though. His attribute is vaccine, which I don't know what the hell that means.
I'll be damned. Shoots his arm cannon.
I mean, if that's what you want to call it.
I regret that Google search.
Like, I'm sorry that I have to Why is there vaccine Digimon? All right, back to the game.
It probably made sense.
Yeah.
It was a marketing ploy to try and get the QAnon people behind vaccinations.
Yeah. 1999.
In 1990.
It's just, and they're just random.
Well, that was when like SARS the first time came out, right?
I think before that. But they're all random. It's like Leomon and Gatomon. Anyways. You quickly disperse that one. Were you able to do another attack or?
No,
Okay.
I don't think I can multi-attack with crossbow yet.
Oh. Wait.
Because, and I, it's not worth looking into right now. I'll figure it out eventually, but.
I accept that. Giovanni, it's your turn.
All right. I am going to
There's
do
one
the
to
same
the left
thing.
of you, one to the right of you.
Okay. Do the same thing. Is any one of them particularly more hurt than another?
There's one that he got the small amount of the Tempest anger, so he's one little speck damage that you can't.
I'll hit
really
that
notice. Okay.
1 point.
Mm-hmm.
A 19 and a 20 to hit
Oh yeah, those hit.
for 8 damage total.
All right, the other one's still up. He's really hurt, but he's still up.
All right, and then I maintain my agile parry, so they have to be a 19.
Continue flexing. Morthos, your turn.
Eldritch Blast.
Mm-hmm. Going for the weaker one, or
Yeah. 23 to hit
that does hit.
and 9 damage.
It is obliterated.
Yeah. Oh, I get 10 hit points. I forgot that. Nice. That's my turn. I'm staying back.
All right, and that skeleton is going to attempt to. Nope, it actually can't. It's actually Conrad's turn.
Well, I'm going to try and shoot it with my short bow.
Get it done.
Dirty 20.
That hits.
All right. Deal that, and also my sneak attack, since there's another enemy of it within 5 feet of it. So 16 total.
Ooh, that, yeah, obliterated. Let's see, yeah, no, you, what are you using?
Short bow.
Short bow? Arrow straight through its eye socket. Where its eye used to be, you put an arrow, and it just cracks through the other side of this hole. And it crumples in on itself. So, you guys have made it through this quick battle. You guys do have a crumbling and crying pirate at your guys' feet.
And we just got some bits from Captain Crane here.
Nice. Thanks, Captain. That's another banked reroll.
Banked reroll there. That's like, I'm trying to remember what it gets us.
No, I'm sorry. Banked advantage.
Okay, so we have 2 of those.
Okay.
All right.
We've used one
Oh
already.
no, yeah, we used one.
Mhm.
I forgot
Yeah.
to mark that
So
off.
we definitely have 3 of them.
37. I don't know. Boop. All right. So you guys have this crying pirate at your feet, but you still have a good amount of territory to continue on with. I don't know what your guys' plans are.
Bring the pirate over here.
He's good bait. I mean, sorry, he's a good friend.
he's still crying. Like,
Good first mate.
it takes him a second to even stand up, and he kind of can slowly walk towards you, Morthos.
All right, buddy. You work for us now. How much were they paying you before?
They pay me with whatever they gave me.
Okay. Well, I'm sure we can beat that. So you're now a happy employee of us. Congrats. Your first order of business is to quit all this blubbering shit. We got work to do. Come on.
He's still somewhat crying. He's like, and he's down to follow you guys.
Cool. Just hang back here with me. What's your name?
Oh, his name is
Dee the pirate.
Oh, I hate his first name. His first name is Rim.
Petey.
Rem. Well, I got some news for you. You're now Conrad number 2.
First of all, we got to change your ringtone there.
Oh no.
Can't have the same ringtone as another pirate. That's the official rules.
We're known by our ringtones, so.
That's why they have peg legs.
Yeah,
Anyway. All right, Conrad number 2. You hang back here with me.
He's like, I have no problem with that.
Good. Can you use a weapon?
He's like, not, I mean, he's like, kind of. He's like, not really in this state.
Okay. Do you have a weapon?
He does have a sword on him.
Good. Anyway,
He's expecting us to heal him or something.
he's fine.
Oh, no, he's not asking for help. He's just saying, like, he's been out in the sun for a few days,
Yeah.
crying
Why
silently.
don't you finish that healing potion of yours there?
He gulps it down.
Yeah.
He
Stick with us. You'll be fine. We'll get you back to the ship eventually and you can rest up.
Do any of you guys have boop 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 boop? And look that up just to make sure I'm using the right terminology. I believe the skill is medicine. Do any of you guys have?
I do,
medicine?
I think.
So you can kind of get a better look at.
Wisdom.
Oh, yeah, I do. I have medicine.
Let's see. If one of you guys want to make some medicine check, you can at least see what his ailments are.
The
I've
dice.
got proficiency with Poisoner's Kit.
I don't. I think that's
That's-
the opposite of
When the-
medicine check.
When the medicine checks
Just-
fail, then you go ahead and do that.
Well, luckily, his ailments are very easily noticed. You don't know the exact extent, but you can tell that he is deep into exhaustion. So he is going to need some just full-on rest before he's up to ship shape.
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
fine.
He's got health, but he can. He's walking
yeah.
at half speed. He can
Yeah.
barely
I'm sure there's a
carry-
church with a lovely pew with dead bodies all over it. That's plenty soft.
Yeah. You just hang back here with me.
Mhm.
Your job right now is to just not die.
Yeah, I'm okay with this plan.
All right. Conrad, you got an understudy, man.
Why do I feel like I'm training my replacement?
You're not training your replacement. Wait, no, you are. I'm sorry. Yeah.
No
No,
one
that-
can
that-
replace you, Conrad. We'll still leave you, but nobody can replace you.
No one can replace you, but somebody can be the next you.
Yeah, we have no problem with that seat being empty, but we would never replace you. So yeah, for him, he is like, I'm not. Whatever you guys say, I'm with it.
Cool.
I need to stop using name generators.
Yeah, you do. Just from now on, if there's a chance they're going to be our employee, just name them Conrad.
Conrad number. So Aram
Well, they'll
falls
start
in
out
line.
as Conrad, and then they'll be assigned a number.
Once you move up the ranks of Conrads.
No. They
This is
they all
Conrad
start out
Club.
as Conrad and a number. And if they do good enough, we'll let them pick out a new name.
This is Conrad
As
Club.
long as it's, also one of our names.
First rule of Conrad Clubs: we don't talk about Conrad. Second rule of Conrad: we don't talk about Conrad. I haven't watched Fight Club in a while. Anyways, so are you guys gonna start pushing on? You guys can still see the tracks that you were trailing.
Yeah.
Boy, I had like a dumb idea all of a sudden.
What do you got?
What if I used gust of wind and we all decided to fail our test? And I just pushed us at 15 feet at a time, like every 10 seconds or whatever it is that a round of combat lasts.
I feel like we're gonna just wake up every single skeleton in the neighborhood if we did that.
But wouldn't we move really quickly?
I don't know.
Force speed past
Was it,
them.
but wasn't it only 15
It'd be the
feet
same
per round?
as difficult terrain anyway.
Yeah, so
It's not. It's if we're going with it, if we're just accepting that we're being pushed.
That's sketchy.
I
It's
really don't
sketchy as
trust
shit.
it.
I don't know why.
Yeah,
You don't
let's
take
just
damage
keep
from it.
walking.
It's only difficult terrain if you walk towards me.
Oh well, no, the dunes are difficult terrain.
Okay.
Mhm.
All right.
Like
See,
since you guys are moving at a slow pace, it doesn't really matter. But
I thought maybe I could cheese us here
And bypass difficult terrain.
because it doesn't say. It just says that you move 15 feet.
I would imagine we'd be moving like tumbleweeds, though.
Yeah.
Oh, true. It's
Mechanically not, because
It
that
says-
would be. It says it just moves you 15 feet because if it imposed like a trip, then that would be really, really strong.
A line of wind moves you in a direction you choose for the spell's direction.
I just assume it's violent. That's the only thing I'm stuck on. Like
It's got to be pretty violent to move you 10 feet and
I
15
assume
feet in 10
like,
seconds.
you do it, and like Giovanni's head goes into the sand as he's twirling around. Conrad and
I just
Yeah.
put it out there.
Engels immediately snap.
We'll remember that for later.
If there's ever such a situation that you guys are sliding down something, though, that would be interesting.
That's our emergency,
Our emergency brakes.
You become
Yeah.
Sonic. Chili cheese
Gotta go
dog your way
fast.
down somewhere.
Chili dog
Hit
time.
the ground at terminal velocity.
Oh man. All right, so I'm gonna need another perception and survival check.
Who was doing those? Sure wasn't me.
Joe and Jake.
Oh, thank
Yep.
goodness.
21.
Oh, hell yeah. There you go.
Nice. So, Conrad, after just this interesting fight, you it takes you a second to really gather where they had moved from that position, but luckily Giovanni is able to key on to where they were moving. So, Conrad, you're still getting back to your bearings and kind of remembering which ways they were going and how they were moving, but Giovanni is able to instantly pick out the tracks again, so you guys are able to continue moving on. And you guys make it through some more dunes, and the further in you go, you kind of notice the more the path has to twist around. Like, it's getting denser and denser. It seemed like when you guys were first approaching, there weren't even any zombies. And the further you guys are going along, there are more pockets, more areas, more dunes you have to run up top of or run down, all that. So go ahead and give me 2 more checks. Or a perception check and a survival check, I should say.
9.
Ooh. So, Giovanni, you're looking, and you kind of stop, and you're like, I've lost the tracks. And Conrad, you're looking around, and you're like, I don't know. I don't know where they would have gone from here. You guys have lost the track at this moment. I don't know if you guys want to continue forward and just hope for the best, or
How far away are
better.
we from? Yeah.
you guys are starting to see out in the distance. You can start to see some of the I guess inland you'd want to call it. So,
Trees and shit.
I guess technically
now-
trees, but
Now, instead of trying to follow tracks, I just want to try and chart a path that I don't see skeletons.
so you're trying to pick out where you don't see skeletons.
Yeah.
Okay. So are you guys moving forward?
Yeah.
Yep.
Okay.
And I rolled a nat 20 on that. 25.
I don't need that check, sadly.
Okay.
I'm so sorry.
That's okay.
You nailed it, though.
Yeah,
You nailed the
if-
shit out of
If
it.
you had just done that a second before, I need everybody to roll me a d12.
Oh, I got a 1. That's good, right?
We'll see.
8.
I got a 9.
3.
And you guys are moving along, and you have some close calls. Like there's a point where Morthos takes a step, and he has to pause, and you can kind of see what it seems to be a sword kind of poking out of the sand. You kind of take a quick little left and get away from that area. But you guys are able to kind of guess at the path that they were taking. And you're able to move on. And if I can get one more survival and perception check to see if you guys can regain that pathway.
Here, I'm right.
Was there something you're going to do,
15.
Miriam?
I was gonna check if there's something I was gonna do, but I'm not now. So
Okay.
I think they already rolled them.
All right. You guys are just unable to find these tracks. You have no. You're not even sure if this group made it all the way of the tracks that you were following, or if you've even been following the same group's tracks. So I'm gonna need everybody to roll me a d12 again. Oh, it looks so good when they're.
Oh no!
I don't know any of the actual results yet.
Nice.
Nice. So you guys are moving along, and once again, you guys have some very, very close calls. And Conrad even disturbs the zombie, but he's able to, have the common sense to, not common sense, just the know-wherewithal to kind of stop and slowly back away and not make too much sound. The zombie seems to kind of turn off as he backs away. And you
Just
guys,
like the Halloween props.
yeah. You stepped on the trigger to make it move a little bit, and you just back off away from it. and from there on, you guys are able to plan out a small little pathway, and you guys are able to make it inland.
It covered up its bowl of candy, and you didn't take any.
Yeah.
Nice.
So you guys have made it past the Skull Dunes.
Ooh.
Mm-hmm.
I don't like that.
And once again, Rem kind of has a small crying break for a second, but he's able to quickly regain himself.
You mean Conrad number 2?
Yeah, Conrad number 2.
Get it straight now.
We didn't pay for his way through barber school for nothing.
This is how I raised you. You didn't. You didn't. You really didn't.
Dang right, that's how we didn't raise you.
Mm-hmm.
And it shows.
So you guys have made it inside. You've even rescued a gentleman pirate.
I'll make him one.
Yeah. You guys will make him a gentleman.
A gentleman of fortune, as they say.
We'll make him a pirate. He probably started out a gentleman, comparatively speaking.
I mean, he hasn't done anything that would make you think that he was some super aggressive person or anything.
We'll fix that.
The more he talks, he does seem like this was his first roux on his own, and he just took the worst job he could imagine. The worst time.
We'll learn him real good.
Mm-hmm. You'll teach him how to be a pirate.
Right.
The way of the
Do
pirate.
what you want, because a pirate is free.
He thought the pirates were bad.
You were right.
Crouching pirate, hidden ringtone.
Oh no! No! What is wrong with you? What the fuck?
I was just thinking, what movie would this be? And that was the first thing that went to my mind.
I mean, I don't know that's wrong.
Yeah,
Oh, I know it's wrong.
I would go see that movie. I would make sure nobody saw me going to go see that movie, but I'd see that movie.
Yeah.
Dude, you buy it for me on my birthday, you sick bastard.
Yeah. Hidden ringtone is your next Steam purchase I'm getting you. Which this year's a bad year. I don't know if I'm going to be able to get you a good Christmas present. I might have to do some deep digging. All the hits I've gotten you.
Not enough shady indie games right now.
Yeah, I've never gotten them a shady indie game. I don't know what you're talking about, but I've gotten them helpful puzzle games and
You get him the one about fractions.
Fractions.
There was a fractions one that's great.
Or hygiene, for that matter. It's a great
Yeah,
hygiene name.
I already got him that.
I can't remember the name.
About bonding.
Frog fractions.
I'm gonna add that to the list. Anyways, you guys have made it inland, and as you guys are starting to walk through, the things you've been told, this place, it almost looks. Have you ever had like a light ranch?
Yeah.
Like a small building or like
No, like diet ranch dressing.
I wish I had a light ranch, but yeah, like diet dressing. This place, like, it has like a light curse to it.
It's all right.
Like,
it's my bad joke.
I enjoyed that joke. Everything, like, it just seems like something has stunted the growth of everything in this area. Like, any patches of grass you see, it's yellow. The trees have few leaves on them, and this is the time that they should be, blooming.
So they've caved my backyard? Is what I'm
Yeah. Yeah, no, it's this island is off-putting. There's something with the island that definitely has not allowed vegetation to grow, and it's a little bit off-putting. But eventually, you guys start to travel inside or towards the inside of the island, and you don't really meet too much. Like, there's really nothing alive on this island. There's no animals running around or anything like that. And the ground seems cursed so much that there's not a lot of plants going around, no fruits and vegetables. But you continue your search on, and you do come across, from a distance, you see what appears to be a decent sized building, and you'd say it looks like a stereotypical temple. But as you approach it, you quickly realize that this temple was burned down, and from what you can tell, it was burned down recently. But the base of this construct seems still all together. I don't know if there's a certain way you guys want to approach this building, or
On our feet.
yeah, that's a good
I mean,
choice.
it's a good starting point.
I believe that's
Is there
a
any
good
like
decision.
light or anything that's being given off that indicates there's people in it, or
There's not. Yeah, you don't really see anything. Give me a perception check. Let's do that.
I do want to kind of, I feel bad for saying this, but if we're getting near a good
13.
stopping point, we may need to hit one, at least for me.
Okay.
Pooped.
What was that? 13. You're not really sure, but one thing that you can see is that there seems to be a good set of doors that most temples have, and they seem to be damaged, but it seems like somebody is like repositioned them at least to somewhat hold up.
Somebody kicked the door in off the hinges, and somebody just leaned it back up on the hinges. It almost looks like a door.
Like they might be attached in some way, but they're obviously not aligned correctly. But they're enough to keep things out. Do we want to just stop there before we get too far? I think that would be a good spot.
It may be a good point,
Mhm.
since a bunch of us all have to actually get up and go into the office like a bunch of fucking nerds tomorrow.
No, that's the thing for me, is like back at the office now. I'm like,
No, I'm cool with that stopping place.
All right, pick up next session, moving into this temple and burning it to the ground.
I'm seeing if you can stop
more
that.
so.
probably.
See if you
Burn
can
it all the
stop
way
that,
back to the ground. Yeah.
that skeleton plague out on the beach. See what you can do about that.
Yeah.
Mhm. All right. Well, I mean that's everything I have. I don't know if anybody has anything they want to shout out or.
Yes, you're watching Defenders of Kobold.
Mhm.
Good fucking job.
Mhm.
Best place on the internet.
Best place on the internet. No, if you swing by tomorrow night, 9 p.m. Central at twitch.tv/thelollygaggers, Jeff's kicking off his next chapter in the Senders of Heaven campaign. and I will be playing a sniper in that. So go check it out. Wednesday night at 9 p.m. Central here on Defenders, we're doing our next session of Brindlewood Bay. That's, Golden Girls meets Call of Cthulhu. Bert's running that for us. Wednesday night, once again on
Pretty sure
Defenders.
that's also the name of that horse MMO.
Brindlewood Bay.
Yeah.
Yeah, could be. Thursday night, 9 Central here on Defenders, Watercolors and Warriors, Ghibli inspired 5th Ed campaign. Friday night, 9 Central here on Defenders. Joe's running some more basic fantasy role-playing game for us. And then Saturday at 1 p.m. Central here on Defenders, we'll be doing our Forbidden Lands. Also, pay attention because we're kicking off 2 Pathfinder 2nd Edition campaigns. One's going to be on Wednesday nights, 9 Central. It'll be starting up at the very end of the month. And the other one will be, and that's every other Wednesday. One will be every other Friday. In place of our current Alien game, we're going to take a break from that and run some Pathfinder. So 2 separate Pathfinder 2nd Edition games coming at you. Pay attention.
Respect.
It'd be fun.
Anybody else have anything they want to shout out or say? Any comments on the ringtones?
Keep them changing.
Even bleached.
Yeah. We're totally going to have to open up I don't know if you would call it like a beauty salon or a spa.
I don't know. Who do you go to get your asshole bleached?
A booty salon, probably.
I don't know.
Don't you go to a tanning
Craigslist.
salon? So that's what I always assumed.
Get a Craigslist.
Hey, I'm needing someone to come over to my house and spritz my asshole with bleach and then cover it
Help
in.
changing my ringtone.
Yeah.
It's too
And
much
then
oil
after
in my
it's
ringtone.
good
You
and
just go to the-
bleached. Yeah,
You go
just
to the Apple store.
that's it. That's
Yeah,
it.
I mean that's probably accurate.
Yeah.
I'm just thinking, after you do the bleaching,
Get a
how do you get the
genius to do
different
it.
colors? Is it just like Kool-Aid concentrate? Yeah,
I mean, it works for your hair.
yeah, like why wouldn't it work for your butthole?
I need Asus Aura Sync on it.
Sir, I
How do
will
I get
change
that
your
tie-dye pattern?
Yeah.
Sir, I would
Oh,
change
get
your ringtone,
RGB.
but you have to pull up your pants. I don't understand. No, I don't think you understand.
Excuse me.
One of us
excuse
is
me.
mistaken.
I need help changing my ring.
And it's not gonna be
The
me.
customer's always right.
Oh God.
I got a party to go to in 15 minutes. Come on.
Yeah. I need my ringtone to be spotless.
Coming to an Abbey near you. Defenders of Cobalt brand ringtone changer.
Can I put some RGB on my ringtone? All right, well, I think that's everything. Chuck, you want to slide us out?
Sure. Thanks for watching. And until we see you next time, start fires, do drugs, and tip your fucking bartenders. Deuces.